Les presento a Sara Stern, que va a platicar sobre Visita y viene desde Israelí.
My grandmother was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease at age 40. So by the time I was born, she had lost most of her motor capabilities and her speech was highly unintelligible. Even as a young child, I felt her pain and frustration when it was so difficult for her to communicate even basic human needs, like I'm thirsty or it's cold. This is the day-to-day reality for millions of people around the world with speech disabilities. Children with cerebral palsy or autism, adults with stroke, ALS, Parkinson's disease. The story of my grandmother and the thousands of others who have reached out to us were our inspiration to develop VoiceIt. We're the only commercial speech recognition technology company in the world designed to recognize non-standard speech patterns. Our first product is a mobile application. It learns the person's unique way of speaking and then translates their speech in real time. And we're already changing lives. We've been testing with users in 5 countries and 4 languages: English, Spanish, Hebrew, and Italian. Through this process, we learned that our first product, facilitating in-person communication, was empowering and transformative. But now, in a world increasingly activated by voice, we could do more. VoiceIt presents a unique value proposition for technology companies involved in voice by enabling access for people with speech disabilities, elderly, and heavy accents. We've demonstrated this value proposition already with investments by both Amazon and Microsoft. This summer, we launched our first smart home pilot. In this pilot, people with severe speech and motor disabilities were able to use their voices to turn on the light, play their favorite song independently for the first time. We've been able to fund the development of our technology until now through a creative combination of over $11 million in government grants, corporate cash prize competitions, and traditional investment. In addition to the equity investment by Amazon and Microsoft, we've also received funding support of almost $2 million from the European Commission. Our vision through VoiceIt is to make the benefits of speech technologies accessible to those who need it the most. Thank you.
Preguntas.
Why do you think your project is not easy for being copied by other companies?
Thank you for the question. It's absolutely true that if a major technology company, such as the likes of Google or Apple or Samsung or Baidu or Microsoft, want to solve this problem, they certainly can put 100 engineers and do it. And this is a real issue, of course, because speech is increasingly mainstream and interest in all areas of our lives. Besides for a patent on our technology, more importantly, we've created a database of voice recordings of people with disabilities, all the diversity of communities that I've described. And it's this database, and which will continue to grow. It's already 500,000 or so voice samples, but it will continue to grow because unlike these major technology companies that I mentioned, we're providing a value to these consumers through our mobile application. And it's this database as it grows that is the main barrier to entry.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
You have raised already millions of dollars for this impressive project. So my question is, what difference would it make if you won the money of this project, of this award, versus all the money you have already raised?
Thank you. So one of the main challenges in developing this technology, like any technologies or projects that all of us are working on, is finding the right talents. In our case, it's highly experienced machine learning and speech recognition experts. which are expensive everywhere in the world. We're always recruiting these experts. So that acceleration of our technology through this manpower is one important area of funding. Another important area is the different stages in our technologies. The version that we're currently testing is highly personalized, and that's why I mentioned we're able to test in various different languages. But that's at the cost of a limited vocabulary, which is important to acknowledge. We all are already developing the next generation of our technology, which enables continuous speech, which means it's still personalized in that it requires a calibration phase. But after the short calibration phase, they can say any word in their given language. And we're starting with English, and then moving on to other languages. And that it's the development and then the go-to-market uptake of that next generation of our technology, along with the integration opportunities that I mentioned, that will be the main use of our current funding and future funds as well.
Thank you. I see that you are from the city of Ramat Gan, Israel. So my question is, what do you feel of having a street with the name of a Mexican?
Yes, that's true.
Just very quickly. No, in serio. You didn't answer him. You already have Amazon, you already have a lot of millions of dollars. Why you want to go to London and represent the gifted citizens of this project named Idea City? Or you prefer us, or you prefer Amazon? No, I'm just kidding.
Our vision, like I said, is seeing integration in every mobile device, every operating system in order to be truly accessible, whether it's in Israel in Hebrew, whether it's in the United States, where we also have an office, whether it's across Latin America in Spanish and dialects in places such as throughout Mexico and everywhere else in the world. And that would
Thank you very much. Gracias.